Hello and welcome to AITPM News. Infrastructure Australia has launched a new policy paper compelling Australian governments to act to protect vital infrastructure corridors. The third paper is released as part of Infrastructure Australia's reform series. They say that the protection and early acquisition of just 7 corridors identified as national priorities could save Australian taxpayers close to $11 billion in land purchase and construction costs. Avoiding tunnelling, which is expected to cost $100 million per lane kilometre to build, is one of the big savings, as well as creating less social disruption. The most urgent priority, they say, for protection is the East Coast high-speed rail corridor. One issue is that while we may reserve a corridor, we should not restrict the options in the future for the type of infrastructure that is considered. Parcel deliveries are a huge and increasing transport task. In London, it is estimated that 30 to 60% of parcel deliveries to business offices are for private purposes. If you're working during the day, then you have to get a delivery to your work. In Sydney, they have experimented with parcel post lockers at Parramatta Station, so you can pick up a parcel at the beginning or end of your train trip. Now the system is being extended to Newtown, an inner-city suburb, and to Woy Woy, a regional town. Best of all, the lockers are free. It's not just a case of servicing trips as they develop, but understanding the real needs and the most effective transport systems that serve those needs with the minimal cost to the community. If you are a host city for the Olympic Games, the hope is always to achieve a transport legacy from building infrastructure to suit the event. This has been successful recently in many cities, although Sydney has not yet fully capitalised on the rail infrastructure that was built. London has also achieved a different transport legacy altogether. Their 2012 Olympic Games has provided the catalyst for Transport for London to start properly preserving its digital records. It is a huge job, and they are working with a company called Preservica. One thing that will help is that their geographic information system is compatible with Preservica's history recording system. A few months ago, we interviewed Dr. Alexa Del Bosque from Monash University. One of the points she made was to be careful about getting hooked on one concept, thinking it was going to be the one thing that would totally revolutionise transport. In May 2016, the media was reporting the development of a straddle bus from China that would carry people in a bus situation as it straddled several lanes of traffic. The demonstration model of this bus now lies rusting away, and 32 people have been arrested under the allegation of fraud. We have to consider developments carefully. One of the issues that Dr. Del Bosque raised was the trend for millennials not to get their licence, and some were seeing this as the total solution to excessive car travel. Alexa pointed out that this was often a delay in getting their licence and more of a lifestyle issue and prevalent to people who were moving closer to the city rather than millennials in general. People with claustrophobia or other anxiety conditions could find their journey less stressful as Transport for London has launched a new map that shows which stations and sections of the network are not underground. This may seem trivial, but tunnel phobia, fear of driving across bridges, or even in particular traffic situations, are real issues to some people. Transport for London developed these maps in response to customers' requests. This raises the issue of just how we model trips, usually based purely on logical factors of time, distance and cost. We need to think about how other factors might come into play. There is a link on our website to an article titled "A Bit of Claustrophobia is Normal, Stop Treating It as a Disease."